Hey guys, Chris Jones with the World's Worst Fishing. Welcome to another episode. Today we're just going to be having some fun. I'm going to be taking all of my leftover plastic, just from random different colors. I always keep the leftovers, and we're basically just going to be remelting all of that, throwing it into one pot and making suicide baits. Kind of like when you go to the drink machine and you get a little bit of each flavor. You usually come out with something kind of horrible. But we're going to do that with the baits today and see how they turn out. We're just going to run through some molds and just do as many as we can just for fun. And we're going to take you guys along. So should be fun to watch. I've seen some great videos on YouTube of people remelting plastics. And it's something that we all do. We all save plastic up and try and reuse it when we can. And we're just going to make a bunch of stuff and probably throw it in our tackle box and, save them for a rainy day. Cammy, what are you doing? What, are you scared of the camera? Whitley, are you scared of the camera? Say no. Alright, you two be good. Okay, so for today, we're going to take all of this random plastic, just all these different colors here, just whatever I had laying around. Now, I actually have some more still laying around, but we're going to take all these random colors, and we're going to put them into an actual cooking pot. And this is a Presto cooking pot. You can regulate the temperature on it. Those work really well for when you need to make a bunch of baits, because what it'll do is it will keep your plastic hot at a controlled temperature, so you don't have to keep microwaving it, which will dull the color quicker than if it just stays at a optimal temperature in the pot. So we're basically just going to take all these colors here, and we're going to take some scissors and we're just going to cut them up into little pieces and throw them in there and then remelt them down. Now you can also cut these up, put them in your Pyrex, melt them down, then pour them in. But we're just going to put them in there. I'm really not in a hurry. But yeah, we got quite a few different things here. So with some reds, green, a little bit of black, several blues. This orange crawl with blue color right here, some pearls, some black with red. Any guess on what this will look like? I honestly have no idea. So we're just going to start by cutting these into smaller chunks and just letting them fall down into the pot. And so that we, I'm not really worried about the color today, but just so that we don't get burnt plastic, once we have all this in the pot, we'll add a little bit of heat stabilizer and, just to try to keep things under control. But this is going to be one very crazy, busy, probably ugly color, but it can still catch fish. Well, that's what we have in there so far. Just a bunch of randoms. So it's already looking nice and nasty. Yeah. Status report on the plastic here. It's been about 20 or so minutes. That's not half bad. I would throw that. I would Carolina rig that as a deep ledge worm. This looks like something I would have made when I first got started and just kind of, ooh, that looks good. Let me throw that in there and just mix up enough stuff. Kind of like getting too many toppings on a pizza. Never really turns out the way you want it. But that's not half bad. It's going to be fun regardless. And there will come the day when you can catch them on that. When you run out of that color that's really working. Always need backups. Guys, I think we're about there. You see that? 329? That means it's game time. Okay, ready, set, go. Let's just see what we can do here. We're going to be using several injectors. And these are the worm molds right now. So they are really, they really drink a lot. We'll use the rest over here real quick on a punch bug. Alright, squirt that back into there. Next injector. Gonna go ahead and shoot the candy cane junior worms right here. Boom, let those sit. Looks good there. use the rest on a punch bug. Oh, ran out. That one's gonna suck. Let's see. Looks like next we have our finesse worm, the savvy worm. Looks like we'll maybe get 2 of these. Fill those up. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to clean our injectors out, and then we're gonna basically repeat the process. For those who might be super new to this, you wanna wait a few minutes before you clean out your injector. It is going to be pretty hot. You wanna make sure and get that piece that sits right in the nozzle, and then you wanna open the nozzle and then push out the remainder part like that. Put it back together, and now you're ready to go again. Hey guys, I'm letting the plastic heat back up in the pot, and I wanted to take a brief time out here to go ahead and announce that I'm going to do a second raffle. So I've got a raffle currently going on one of my videos where I did split tails, but for this video I wanted to say, if you will share this video to your Facebook and leave me a comment below that you have shared it, I'll basically enter your name into a raffle to win a bunch of these suicide baits that I made today. They're not the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but hey, free baits are free baits. Okay, so I just reheated a bunch of the sprues. As you can see, I have a bunch left. But we're just gonna go ahead and pour it back into our pot. Put the lid back on, and then we're gonna remelt those. And then we should have enough to refill all the injectors. And we'll go back down the line again and do another run. Okay, and there is everything that we did today. This is, I counted them up, this is 143 baits. So 40 trick worms, 20 something flukes. This is 32 candy canes, 20 or so, or I don't know, what is that, 16? I don't know, y'all can count for the boom shads, and then however many punch bugs. And yeah, so that is basically just a blitz run, just using some old remelt, and I will definitely get some good use out of those. And again, don't forget to share this video and leave a comment, and I'll basically send half of these bad boys to whoever wins the raffle. Well, that's gonna wrap it up today, guys and gals. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Doing something a little different. It's just fun to just hammer them out when you don't really care if the plastic scorches or not, and just see how many you can make. There are productive ways to remelt. So for example, if I saved enough left over of one particular color you know, I would be a little more careful and I could actually remake that color into a you know, nice looking bait instead of that stuff that we had today. And you can also remelt your store-bought plastics. So don't throw away you know, your favorite baits. Save them up till you get enough, remelt them, make some Cincos, make some frogs or whatever. You know, you can just get just a handful of molds and never have to completely waste a bait. You know, if a fish tears it up, put it in a bag in your boat, don't throw it away, use it again, see if you can catch another fish on it. But that's gonna wrap it up. Hope y'all enjoyed today's episode of the World's Worst Fishing, and we'll see you next time.